Hi, good morning all. So just wake up and I'm trying to create assignment that is very much related to Kubernetes application to the per exam. So enjoy. So what do you have to do? There are three assignment related to pod, and it's very simple by the way. You have to just focus on some part. So what you have to do? So let's say I think all you know, right? Labs, whatever I am providing, that is going to start from around 6:30, and because we'll start session around 8, so you have 1.5 hour time around, right? So and every task you have to perform from your own laptop. I hope you have already set up kubectl and downloaded that admin.conf file that I have given the URL. Okay, and from here you have to perform. So first task is that is right here. You have to create a pod with some following characteristics. Let me tell you, the pod name must be hello and your own name. Let's say for me it will be hello Ashutosh, right? Or hello Ashu, something like this. Okay, so like this, and the image you're going to use is Alpine, and you have to give this command, but this command must be running in every 10 second, not regularly. So every 10 second interval these commands will be running, and store the output of the above command. So whatever output we are getting of this command inside the pod, so that must be stored under temp ad hoc under the same pod, right? So this is your first assignment related to pod. I hope it's all clear. Now, the second pod question is very much related to the first one. If you're not able to complete the first assignment, you're not able to move here. So the second pod is again you have to give a name of the pod hello one and your own name. So let's say the pod name will be hello one Ashutosh. Right. So likewise, you can count your own. Here you have to use a Docker image called BusyBox. So you can just search it in Docker Hub or somewhere. So BusyBox will be the image. The third one, give any command that can keep pod alive. That is up to you. What command you want to give so that pod can live forever. Okay. Now you have to download the file. This one. And what is this file? This file is this file that you have stored the output of ping command in every 10 second, right? So that's why I've just created this arrow. So you have to download this file in this pod, and where you have to store under slash opt. So in the current pod you have a location slash opt, so under this location you have to download that file. Once you have downloaded the file, you have to count number of character in the downloaded file and store in a count.txt under the current location. So that means under the same location, you have to uh, create another file count.txt, and where you have to write number of characters in this file that you have downloaded here. So I hope second task is already done. Now, if the second task is done, so the third one that is not related to first or second, I think, right? So the third one is create a pod with hello, your name, right? You know that. Use Alpine image, give any command to keep pod alive once the pod is running, right? So till here you have just given the command to run the pod, and after running the pod you are checking like this kubectl get pod, and once you check the list, the pod is running. After that, write some command in the client machine. So that means if this is once the pod is running, this is your client machine. This is not master, not worker. This is your client machine. So here you have to run something. What you have to do in the client machine of Kubernetes, store all IP address of all. above created pod. That means from here you have to run some command so that a file will be created called ip.txt in the current location. Whatever location, from whatever location you are running this command, it doesn't matter, right? So from your own system, in the current location, a file called ip.txt will be created, and in this file what will be stored? It's written here above created IP address of all above created pod, right? So you have created pod 2 and pod 1. I mean, hello, your own name, hello this. So these two pods that you have created above, so under this, whatever location you are running the command, so ip.txt file must be created automatically, and the IP address of above two pods will be stored here, right? Once you have stored, so let's say you have run some command, and a file called ip.txt got created. I'm not creating it. You don't have to create manually. It must be created automatically. And let's say IP1 and IP2. So this is pod 1 IP, pod 2 IP. Let's assume, right? Once it is created in the machine, send ip.txt from your client machine to this pod under root. So now you have created this pod with the name of this. So you have to send this file to this pod, to this pod under what location? Under slash root location. So this is all your three tasks that you have to complete within 1.3 hours, right? So even 1 hour is enough, sufficient, but I'm still giving 1.5 hours, right? So enjoy life and have fun. Thank you so much.